Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Monday, April 15th, 2024. Welcome to my regular morning daily vlog, my stand-up where I report on what I've been doing and what I'm doing next to try to make content creation sustainable indefinitely. So let's get started talking about Friday and the weekend, I guess. So Friday, I completed the edit of that sponsor video. It was the majority of, I'd say, part of the morning and good part of the afternoon. We're just awaiting any approval and final, just is that okay kind of thing in order to, that'll probably go live. I'm hoping this week. We'll see how that goes. I mean, it's video that's finished. We just have to get the final approval. Friday also was publishing of the latest Friday Plays video. It was Hero, the game on the 2600 by Activision. And it did so-so, actually. Nowhere near the volume or popularity of the previous ones. And I'll talk more about that. In a way, I'm kind of glad. Not really, but sort of. Silver lining, I guess. It did over the weekend, now I guess published Friday evening. It's done about 3,300 views overall, well below what the some of the previous play videos did. But again, I'm halfway okay with that. I'll tell you why in a minute. And then I did an impromptu live stream on Saturday. It was, what did we do? Oh, going down a rabbit hole of some research that I did. I was doing some research Friday and Saturday, and I ended up down this rabbit hole of finding out about these Game Boy Advance ports of Atari games. And I'm like, well, I'm going to play them. Let's just go live. And so I went live in the afternoon with that. And it was always have a good time when I go live. I think we had about 60 people watching, just impromptu, no announcement, no schedule. It just went live, and we had a really good time with that. It was probably live for about an hour and a half or so. We of course recorded the new episodes of the podcast on Friday evening, and then over the weekend we'll talk about, we'll do those probably throughout the week, publishing on Thursday. And I did some light research for some upcoming stuff and did some graphics work. It was kind of one of those halfway working weekends, the live and some research and some graphics. It just helps me be ready for the week. So yeah, I think it's good progress there. And it was a very soft weekend. As I segue into stats awkwardly, it was a light stats weekend. Views were down, engagement was down. It felt overall. So, I mean, I look at that one video that didn't do as well as we kind of thought it might. Nothing did as well, I think. I don't know what was going on this weekend. Was it holiday, or I don't know what was happening. But anyway, speaking of stats, I'd like to be at this mark of 10,000 views and 50 subscribers average over the last 7 days. We're still at about 10,500 views on average per day, which is good. But subscribers, way down, down to 30 average over the last 7 days. Boo! That being said, we did make our new 1,000 milestone because we had 2.5 days to get there. So we're now at 48,000 and just a bit. So just under 2,000 away from where we want to be, with subscribers slowing down. That's going to put a kink in our estimate, but here's hoping. We have a lot of stuff on the horizon. This machine never stops cranking. So let's talk then about today as I get started in the new week. It's actually going to be a bit of a short week. I need to take Friday off. But starting today on Monday, I'll be working on the review for the New Wave 1/6 scale Berserk cabinet, which I have in. Also, I need to record the newest episode of Celebrating Yesteryear and get that delivered. And of course, I'll be preparing the podcast for tomorrow's edit over on Twitch. And another thing I did over the weekend, I did a new Twitch animation for tomorrow's vlog that shows the more complicated click that you have to do your Amazon Prime sub over on Twitch. So that's ready. Now I'll have that for the vlog tomorrow, and when we talk about it, we'll all celebrate and enjoy the new. It's just 2 more clicks or whatever it is. It's anyway, I finally got around to doing that, so it's ready. Yeah, so I just want to tell you, I will talk very briefly here at the end about, we were talking, it was Thursday or Friday, about the Friday plays and how, they were all doing irrationally well, which is a good thing. And then this one did, look, there's nothing wrong with the video that's gotten over 3,000 views. For a light video. That's fine. It's just that so many had done so well, we didn't know why. And we still don't know why. And we don't know why this one didn't do as well. It could be timing, could be topic, could be thumbnail, could be, you know, whatever. It could be whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, I said that I'm halfway happy. Half is not right. The disappointment that, like, I want every video to do amazing because that's progress, right? But this one didn't do as well. And I was, of course, disappointed because we want everything to do great, and we kind of feel like it's money in the bank. You're like, we'll do one of those, it'll be great on Friday. But part of me was like, I don't know why, and so it made me feel uneasy. And even though it hasn't changed, you know, we talked about knowing where the squeak is in the car last week. Even though I don't know why it's squeaking or why it stopped or why it's going to start up again, the fact that we had one of them that didn't do amazing, it returns to a sense of normalcy in my brain. It's like these aren't this amazing golden goose that's going to every time be this awesome thing. We now know these videos are popular, they're entertaining, they do well. They do as well as more effort videos, and they're fun to do. But now, like, they're no longer this, you know, up on a pedestal, esteemed status, this mysterious golden goose, right? It's now it's like any other series, any other video. You get some good ones, you get some so-so ones, some bad ones, and I think that's fine. But what we're doing is we're continuing to build and establish an expectation amongst our audience that we'll do one of these each Friday for the foreseeable future, as long as they don't do badly, right? This, by no stretch, did badly. It just didn't do as well as the previous ones. And so I actually like that it demystifies those Friday plays for me, because like, oh, they're not all just magic. Because when you don't know what it is, you're afraid you're going to screw up and not do the right thing. Like, what's the thing that made it so good? I don't know. Well, they're not just magically good, they're just doing well. And so now it makes them human, if you know what I mean. Like, they had this esteemed level of, they were, you know, this a magical thing, and like, no, they're just regular videos. It's just a fun topic, and some of them are doing well. Doesn't mean they'll all do well, and so having one that did average, in my mind, takes some pressure off the Friday plays. Like you don't know. If you don't know why it's working, you're afraid you're going to break it. I'm like, oh, it's not magic. It's just normal. So in a way, the most recent Friday plays doing average has made me feel better about all of the Friday plays because it takes pressure off of them for me. Now, all of that is to say, do I want them all to do better? Of course I do. Of course I do. But having this one do not so great, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over, but I haven't yet articulated what it is that I feel. It's really that, yeah, I'm 10% glad it didn't do amazing. No, I'm not glad it didn't do amazing, but on the back end of it doing average, I feel better about them in general. You know, I no longer have that anxiety over, you know, like it's this magic thing I'm gonna break. It's a normal thing, and everything is cool. You know, it's like getting to know a celebrity. It's like, oh, you're unapproachable, but then you get to know them. You're like, oh, you're a regular dude. It's kind of like that. You know, these videos were this untouchable, how is this magic happening thing, and I was like, oh no, it's just regular. We just had a few good ones. So, there. I've said the same thing 7 times. I'm gonna stop. I hope I got the point across. If not, oh well. We'll talk about it later. Hey, time to get after it here on this Monday. I want to thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. If in fact you did, you know that if you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so much for just being here and hanging out with me and helping me keep the train moving, right? Have a great Monday as best you can. It's Monday, I know. Remember to do something good for yourself if you can. And I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.